Looks like you're ready.
Hello everyone and welcome to yoga. We have Glenn Brock on the music today and I'm happy y'all are tuning in or watching this later. Okay, so today we are going to focus on bringing in the new year, groundedness, embracing community, and really an overall settling in, tuning into our bodies, to each other, and the music. All right, so let's start out lying down. Excuse me, in Shavasana. Allowing your body to relax deeply. Giving yourself a moment to truly settle in. To allow what you have just spoken and all of the intentions that are happening out loud and internally to settle. Feeling your belly moving in and out as you rest and lay there. Allowing your belly to rise on the inhale and to fall on the exhale. We don't get a lot of time to pause and really just allow ourselves to be. So notice what is alive and awake within you. Notice what perhaps needs a little more care. What needs a little more movement. With absolutely no judgment towards yourself, just a noticing. And then as we set the foundation of our practice, perhaps the foundation of your life, if you would like to look at it like that, just focusing on the breath without trying to control it. Noticing the natural cadence of your breath. And then speaking of cadence, allowing yourself to tune in to what is being played and created musically. Noticing how it feels to listen with your whole body, honoring that there are sound vibrations moving through this room. And noticing how that hits you. Honoring yourself deeply for showing up today. And acknowledging that you are safe. You are loved. And no matter what is happening outside of here, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Letting go of the outside world for this next bit of time. Giving yourself permission to deeply connect. And then from this place, starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rocking the head from side to side. Perhaps taking a stretch, reaching your fingers away from your toes, getting really long with the body, and moving one hip up as you stretch the opposite toes away. And then switching, just moving the pelvis a little bit. And if you need to look up here, I'm doing it. I know that cue could be a little bit confusing there. So it's just kind of a nuance with the body here, just stretching in opposite directions. And then coming to the center, and as you feel ready, hugging the knees into your chest. And rocking from side to side. Breathing in. And out. From here, allowing the knees to fall to the right. Teeing your arms out to the sides as you have room, perhaps goalposting the arms as you stagger with your neighbor if that works for you. And just softly gazing over that left shoulder. Breathing in and out. On your next inhale, drawing the knees back towards center, coming back to rest, and then allowing them to drop to the other side. Simple. Gazing over that opposite shoulder. Breathing in and breathing out. And then on your next inhale, coming back up, and now hugging the knees back into the chest, we are going to ignite the fire in our belly. This is Manipura chakra. This is the energy center that creates courage and confidence in your life. While I resist working this one, it is very good for you and good for, I always complain about this, but we will get it over with now and then use it for all the postures. So let's extend our legs up to the sky. And now, I really like to do this always. You can place your hands underneath your low back, so palms face down, and this just gives you some support for your low back. If you don't need it, that's fine, but please press your low back into the earth as we do this. So inhale, reach up through those toes. Exhale, lower halfway, or if you're feeling fiery today, you can lower hovering heels above the ground. Use your core to inhale back up, toes come above the hips. Exhale, lower down to your own degree. Good. Inhale, raising up. Stay with me. We're in this together. Exhale, lowering down. Engaging the core, reaching through the toes. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lowering down. Keep going like this. We won't be here forever, I promise. See, core makes me a little bit, hard to speak. Oh boy. Okay, keep going. We're going to do about 5 more here. Stay with me. Inhale up. Exhale lower. Allow this to be a moving meditation as you move. Allow yourself to really connect movement with breath and feel that fire igniting in your belly. We're almost there. 3 more times. Exhale lower. Inhale up. Just 2 more. Exhale, lower. And inhale, back up. Last one, y'all are doing great. Exhale, lower. And inhale, back up. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Nice job, y'all. Breathing. Let this one go through your mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale. And exhale. Ooh, nice. That was a great breath. Okay. This next one is Kundalini inspired, and actually so was that one. So what we're going to do is, as you inhale, it's going to be similar. You extend your arms into goalposts out to the side, and you reach your legs out to your own degree, so hovering. And then on your inhale, you reach your arms out in front of you, framing your 2 knees as they bend in towards your chest. If you need to look up here, you totally can. But the inhale is like opening, like the opening of a lotus flower. And exhale, you're raising your head off the earth, reaching your fingers forward. Yes, you guys got it. Just gonna watch it for a second. Okay. Yeah. And if you need to place your hands behind your head as you raise because your neck is tensing up a lot, go for it. Good, but it's like you're opening up, the opening up of a lotus. You can even bring that to your mind's eye if you would like to, if you like the visualization. And once again, we will not be here forever. Feel the strength you are creating in your core. And as always, if you need to rest, because this is intense, please rest. Listen to yourself. Another variation for this is to not bring your legs down as far. So I'll show that one here. You just raise them up to the sky instead of out in front of you. Choosing what feels good. You can also alternate. Good. Just a little bit longer here. We're almost there. Almost there. And imagine a golden light coming from the center of your core that will guide you in courage and confidence and support that low back as well. Physical, spiritual levels here. Good, let's do 3 more. You got this. Nice nice breathing. That is going to carry you through. Beautiful. All right, last one. Finish it off. And as you finish, again, lower down. Hug the knees into the chest. This time, hug your knees to the outer edges of your ribs to give yourself a little more of a hip stretch. It's kind of like a variation of happy baby. Just getting into the hips a little bit more. And now allow your breath to be slower and softer. Meg, ask and you shall receive. And then coming back to the center, hugging the knees in, starting to roll forward and back along the spine, and take a couple extra rolls here. Just allowing it to be playful if that fits for you right now. Honoring that we don't do this a lot in our day-to-day life unless you do it every morning in your yoga practice. Good. Okay. And as you come up, this last time, bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. And just let yourself rock from side to side here. And we're going to do a bit of a counter stretch to all that core work. Nice job, by the way. That's a heated way to start the practice. Coming to the center, allow your hands to rest on your shins or ankles, and if this gets too intense, just come into crisscross applesauce right here, aka Sukhasana in yoga philosophy. Okay, so inhale, reach your heart forward, and this is going to stretch out those abdominals a little bit. Exhale, round out the spine. We're doing cat-cow and Baddha Konasana. Inhale forward, exhale back. Let there be a flow here, opening up through the heart. And exhale. Nice. Following your breath. One breath, one movement here. And if you would like to speed it up, you can. If you would like to slow it down, you can. Just choosing what feels good. Right now it feels good to move like a sloth for me. Sometimes I like to move the energy a little bit faster though, but notice what feels good for you. Really getting into this moving meditation. Alright, last one. Inhale, draw your heart forward, hold the breath in, feel your heart opening up. And then exhale, let's hold the opposite. Allowing your shoulder blades to open up, the chin to drop towards the chest. And on your next inhale, come back to center. To get out of here, let's bring the hands to the outer edges of the knees and gently pull your knees together. If it feels okay on your wrist, just bring your hands behind you and start to windshield wiper the knees from side to side. This could be a really nice hip massage, glute massage, good twisting, detox posture as well. Continue to feel the foundation of your breath as you move. Allow the music to carry you. Let's do one more on each side, just following your own pace. And then gently drawing yourself back to center. Let's meet on all fours in tabletop position so you can cross your legs or move to the side, however you want to get there. Knees stack underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. And then a subtle adjustment, but you can press through the base of your first finger and thumb. Begin cat-cows, and I'm going to get a glass of water real quick. So inhaling, opening the heart, just like we did in bounding pose, and then exhale, pressing through the palms. Keep going, following your own breath, continuing this opening and movement of the spine. Really beautiful focus and breath. And let's do one more full round here. And then inhale, come back to the center, tuck those toes under. And before we come into down dog, we're just going to press through the hands, and you can do this on your forearms, but you're just going to hover the knees about 2 inches off the earth. And then from this hovering, you're gonna squeeze your knees towards your backs of your wrists and squeeze your wrists towards your knees. Breathe in, breathe out. One more deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog or puppy pose, depending on the health and just where your wrists are at today. And just sway your hips from side to side. If you're in puppy pose, if you're in down dog, bend one knee, sinking into the opposite heel. And then switch, keeping your breath slow and long, keeping your intention as you move. Just holding down dog for a moment. What I really like to do with intention is to try and incorporate it into each posture. So if your intention was starting fresh in the new year, maybe trying something a little bit new in each posture that you've never done before. So bringing a little aspect of your intention into each movement, or really as much as you come back to. I do this like when I remember. Take one more deep breath here and come to a still place in your downward facing dog. On your inhale, rise to the balls of your feet and slowly roll forward into a high plank. Or you can always drop your knees and do this from puppy pose. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Keep going. I'm going to show the other variations. So coming from puppy pose or down dog. Inhale forward into your variation of plank. And exhale, reaching the hips back. Good. Let's do a couple more. Inhale forward. Shoulders over wrists. Exhale back. Alright, last one. Inhaling forward. And then everyone please drop your knees unless you're feeling really strong and just want extra here. And then exhale, we're going to lower all the way down to the belly. Good. Bring the tops of your feet to the earth. And then on your inhale, come into a baby cobra, rolling the shoulders away, really engaging the back muscles. This is going to help with any low back pain as well. So only come up just a little bit here. Exhale, fold forward, come back down. This time, inhale, lifting the hands off the earth, and you probably won't come up as high, and that's okay. We're really engaging the back body. This one's a lot harder for me than coming into a stretchy cobra. Exhale, lower down. And this time we're going to inhale, reach the arms back, and maybe lift the feet off the earth. Good, so reaching back, reach the heart forward, yet your chin is still a little bit tucked here. And exhale, release down, hands come under shoulders. Let's take a breath before we rise. Inhale. And exhale. Tucking the toes under. You're going to gently press back up to your variation of plank pose, and let's meet in downward facing dog or puppy pose. Little tiny bend in those knees if you need it, or big bend in the knees depending on where your body is at right now. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Good. Alright, let's root through the left foot or knee if that's where you're at. And inhale, reach the right leg up. Good, try to keep those right hips level. We'll hold for just an extra breath to build some strength here. And then exhale, hugging the right knee in towards your nose, gently stepping that foot wherever it naturally lands. Use your right hand to help you out if you need. And then we'll come into a lunge. Keep the fingers on the earth. Roll your shoulders away and just find your alignment here. Sometimes I like to imagine a line of light coming from my back heel all the way up that leg, my spine, and through the crown of the head. So see if that visualization works for you. Roll the shoulders away. We are building strength right now. One more deep breath. And then exhale, lower the back knee down to the earth. Okay, this is the time. I know we have some hardwood floors that you may need to grab some extra padding. So if you do need an extra yoga mat, you can do that. Or like lovely Chelsea is doing, you can fold your mat over to create a double mat there just for a moment. Good. I'm going to keep those knees safe. Okay, roll the shoulders away, reach your heart forward, and then finding your strength here, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Feel the opening, feel the energy coming through your fingertips. Inhale here. Exhale, making a letter W with the arms, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Maybe you come into Gyan Mudra right here. Inhale, reaching up. And then exhale, lowering down. And Dhyan Mudra is just first finger and thumb together. Mudra for focus. One more like that. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands float down to frame that right foot. One more posture on this side. Press through the ball of your left foot and lift that knee once again. Root down through your left fingertips or the palm of your left hand, and you're going to twist towards the right knee, opening up through the right arm. And oftentimes that right hip wants to drop down or up, but try to keep it in the center here. Good. Pressing through the ball of your back foot. One more deep breath. Exhale, right hand comes down. Gently step it back to downward facing dog or puppy pose, or child's pose is always an option. Option to move through what we call a vinyasa. So if you've already done that, you can do it again with me if you want, or you can rest. But we're going to inhale forward into plank, your variation. Maybe lower knees, maybe not. Exhale, lowering down to the earth. Inhale into cobra pose, rolling the shoulders away. Exhale, coming back down. And then pressing yourself up and back, down dog or puppy. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. So as per usual, I will offer the option to take a vinyasa a few times during our practice. And if you would not like to take it, you can always rest, always opt out. Just know that that is always an option. You are your own yoga teacher. I just show the postures. You are actually your teacher. Take one more deep breath here. And if you are resting, you can stay there, or you can join us, whatever feels better right now. So let's all root through that right foot or knee and reach your left leg up. We'll come to the second side. Hold here for a moment and drop that left hip down. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, rising up on the ball of your right foot. Gently step your left foot forward. And now we hold for a moment. Feet are hip-width distance apart, even though they're on opposite ends of the mat, like train tracks. Roll the shoulders away. Bring this into a heart opener, even though it does not seem like that. Gaze is slightly forward on the floor in front of your mat. And then again, if you'd like to visualize that line of light coming from your back heel all the way up your leg, through your spine and through the crown of the head, playing with that visualization, it can help. Take one more deep breath here. Exhale, lower right knee down. And then sinking into that left knee, take a moment here, recalibrating, letting your body adjust to the posture, letting your energy catch up. You could also fold over your mat if you need a little extra padding on that knee. I'll show that up here. All right, and then rooting down, reach your arms all the way up. Feel the energy move through your fingertips here. And bending into that left knee as much as you feel comfortable doing. And notice if your shoulders are hugging up towards your ears. That happens to me so much. And let them drop away, but still reaching up with the fingers. Deep breath in. Exhale. This is almost like a flossing of the shoulders. You can come into Dhyan Mudra as we do it if you'd like. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hugging those shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squeezing and hugging them together. Beautiful breath today, y'all. Love it. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands float down to frame that left foot. Then you can lift that right knee up. Coming back into this medium lunge, and then root down through your right hand or fingertips and open towards your left knee. Reaching the left arm up. Good, and then hugging that left hip back. Finding your breath here. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more deep breath right here. Exhale. Good. I guess we're doing one more. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand comes down. And then you're gently going to step it back, down dog, puppy pose, preparing for what comes next. You can also rest in child's pose, and we do have an option for a vinyasa here if you'd like to take it. So I'll show it up here if you'd like. Inhaling forward into your variation of plank pose, and you can either lower down with your knees or lower all the way down. Tops of your feet on the earth. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, lower down. And then press up and back. Downward facing dog or puppy pose. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Good. We're going to do another posture to open us up for something in the future. So root down through your left foot or knee. Reach your right leg up. Exhale, hug your right knee into your chest and gently step it forward. But this time you're stepping into the outer edge of your mat, so go ahead and wiggle it over there. Hands come to the inner edge of that right foot. So you're in a wider stance in this lunge. Okay, same alignment here though. You're gonna press back with the left foot, roll the shoulders away. But now, you're gonna walk your hands to the upper left corner of your mat. So you gotta feel this in your hips, but I still want you to have a lot of pressure on that back ball of your foot. So you're at an angle. And then pull your right hip back so you have some resistance here. It's almost like down dog body or puppy pose body in a lunge. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. One more here, we're almost there. And exhale. Nice job, y'all. Walking those hands back to the center. And then we're just gonna step it back. Down dog or puppy pose. Might want to shake out your hips a little bit. I know that one definitely gets in there. Option for a vinyasa or to rest. I'm going to choose to rest for this one. Resting can be holding down dog, which isn't always restful, or resting in child's pose. Good. And come on back to down dog or puppy as you feel ready. All right, I'm going to show the puppy pose variation right now. All right, so second side, lifting that left foot up, left leg up, and then you're gonna exhale, hug that knee in towards your nose and gently step into the outer edge, to the left side of your back, and then rise up. Sorry, lifting the right knee, it's not already, there we go. Press through the right heel and just find your alignment here for a moment. So you want your legs to stay in alignment as we move our torso. And if they're not able to, just come out of the torso movement a little bit, using that as a gauge for how far you should go. Okay, start to walk your hands to the right corner of your mat. And then you reach forward with your hands, but then you just shift your weight back, reaching back with the left hip. You're almost reaching at an angle, so you feel that resistance in your body and your legs. And you can rock forward towards your hands and back if you want to find that resistance. And if you need to see what I'm doing up here, this is kind of a weird cue, you can see that too. Just kind of rocking forward and back, except it's angled. All right, once you find your sweet spot here, take one more breath. And exhale, nice job, y'all. Walk those hands back underneath your shoulder, realign, shoulders realign for a moment. And then step it back. Down dog, puppy pose, child's pose, or option to move through a vinyasa if you'd like it. Notice what feels good. That one moves some energy, at least in my legs. My hips been bothering me though, so it can really get in there. Good. All right. Let's all rest in child's pose for a moment. Unless you really want down dog, because I know we all have different energy levels on different days. But otherwise, just let yourself melt for a moment. Letting your belly rise and fall. Coming back to your attention. Noticing the music. And it's important that we find rest in between the postures because our energetic body needs to almost re-merge with our physical body when we move so fast, so much energy moved. This is a metaphor I try to use off the mat. It doesn't always go perfectly, but we need our rest many times. That's why I do yoga, because I need a reminder pretty much every day. Good. Let's take just a couple more breaths, and I'll just let you listen to it. Make your way into puppy pose or downward facing dog, whatever you're choosing today in this moment. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, you're going to step your right foot to the outer edge of your right hand, but this time toes angle out, heel in. And then rooting here, so feeling your strength, you're going to step your left foot in the same position and then sink it down to Malasana. Your variation of a yogic squat here. And I always have to wiggle from side to side to cajole myself into my hips here, so if that feels good, go for it. It's just what my body always needs. I'm going to do it for a second. But once you find your center, go ahead and bring your hands to your heart. This is like the ultimate grounding posture. I know we wanted some grounding for the new year, and this is just the one that I like to do when I need to get in touch with my roots, feel close to the earth. It's great for digestion and those lower 3 chakras as well. And see if you can roll those shoulders away from your ears and press into the elbows as you squeeze your knees in. This can feel like a resting posture, but not when you have this resistance going on. Let it be as restful as you need it to be right now, though. Nice breathing today. I love it. It's like a symphony of breath. And let's take one more breath. And then exhale, let your hands come down, and then you're going to slowly find your way into a forward fold as you heel-toe your feet, hip-width distance apart, a little bend in those knees, and let's grab opposite elbows, swaying from side to side. Being gentle, this is really the first forward fold of this type that we have explored, and this one can really get into the backs of the legs, so gentle right here. Let's take one more deep breath here. And then softly lowering the hands to the earth. On your inhale, coming up halfway, extending through the crown of your head, reaching back through the pelvis, feeling once again that line of light moving from the crown of your head to the base of your spine. That energy moving up and down that system. And we're holding here for a little longer than usual. I'm aware. You'd like to bring a little more core action into this. You can reach your arms back behind you, or yes, in front of you if you would like. I'm not going there today, but I honor and support you if you would like to. Good, feel your strength. One more deep full breath here, and then inhale, rise all the way up to stand, reaching arms up. Let's do, I know. Let's do one of those W's again. So just squeezing the shoulder blades together. Feel the heart expanding forward. We'll hold for an extra breath. Choice of mudra, if you'd like it or not. I'm feeling like the spread of fingers right now, but just choose what feels good for you. And squeeze just a little bit more. Last one. Whew. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands release. Set your sides. Nice job. You can shake out your shoulders a little if that feels good. Let's bring one hand on top of the heart and the other hand on top of that one. Just centering into this mudra of self-compassion and love. Breathing in. And out. And then gently blink those eyes open. Releasing your hands. We have one more sequence of fire, and it's not a long sequence, so don't worry. So you're going to bring your hands to your hips, And then you'll root through your right foot. There's going to be a little bit of balance involved here. And what we're going to do is we're going to step into a warrior two. So you can take one step or you can take 5 steps if you want to. But no matter what, we're landing back into a warrior two. One step would look like this if you'd like to try it. Like a ninja. I always say that. I will always say that. I love that cue right there. You can make that sound if you want. All right. Nice. Well played. Okay, so let's make sure we're in alignment here. So you're just going to bend and straighten that right knee. And it should relatively align with the second toe on your foot. What I see a lot, I don't even like to do this, but what I see are the knees turning in, and we really want to pull that knee out to the edge. Yeah, nice adjustments over here. Reach your arms out to the side, lower the shoulders, and once again, you can imagine that line of light from fingertips to back fingertips. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Nice, let's take one more breath here. And exhale. Gently release your hands and almost straighten that front knee. I'm going to show us what's called archer pose. So it's in between warrior one and warrior two. So you're going to walk that left foot over just a little bit. And some teachers are like, don't do the in between, but there's nothing that will hurt your body. It actually gets into another level of the hips that we can't get to in warrior two. So stay with me. This is the Kundalini posture as well. What you're going to do is you're going to bring your thumbs out in front of you. This is great for the new year, y'all. So visualize whatever you would like to set into your new year, and then like you're shooting a bow and arrow, you're going to pull that left elbow back and gaze at your thumb. Your eyes should be open, and you should not waver from a thumb if you'd like to do this. Bend into that front knee, and then either long, deep breaths or breath of fire. Now, breath of fire is through the nose, and it's short, sharp pulls of the belly. I'll demonstrate it. It sounds like this. Good. Keep going. We won't be here for much longer, but hold this posture and really mean it. Visualize what you would like in your future for this year or whatever. And sink into that front knee and straighten it if you need to. Good. Keep breathing here. Long, deep breaths or this pumping of the belly. Breath of fire. We're here for 10 more seconds. You got this. Sink into that knee. Reach through that thumb. Pull that arrow back. Okay, inhale deeply, hold the posture. Pull the breath in. Exhale. Straighten that leg. Nice job, you guys. It's an energy mover. Take one more breath here. And then gently gazing at the front of your mat. Tiny bend in the knee. Once again, like a ninja, you can step forward once or take 5 steps forward. I'll show them other variations. Good. Standing tall. Notice the difference between both sides of your body. And perhaps notice an energy shift. Now, as we do the second side, I encourage you to even imagine yourself and how your body would feel if you were opening to this thing you want in the new year. This could be very specific, like a new car, or it could be just, that's what I did last year, actually. It's right out there. Okay. I even to the color, yeah. But you can imagine a quality to it. Like, how would my body be if I was walking in a place of love? So let's keep that visualization of yourself in this. Okay. But first, let's take a ninja step back, or a couple. You're just going to step that right foot all the way to the back of your mat, and then I'm going to let you guys find your alignment, because that's how our brains work. We can remember a little more, and I'll adjust you in a moment if you need it. Finding the alignment of warrior two first. Good job. Okay, once you find it, reach your arms out to the side. I don't believe I have any adjustments here. Reaching your fingertips apart, again, feeling that energetic movement from fingertip to fingertip. Letting your shoulders lower away and sinking into this front knee. This one is also great for the root chakra, all the lower chakras, groundedness, getting in touch with our human body. The other ones are of a more spiritual nature. Good, let's take one more deep breath here. Sink just a little bit deeper on the exhale. Nice. And then inhale, almost straighten that front leg. Take a moment. Just prepare yourself. And then from here, you're going to come into like warrior 1.5, we'll call it. You're going to move that right foot over a little bit, so it's not quite warrior 1, not quite warrior 2. Good. And then prepare yourself. This is the posture of visualization. Reach your thumbs forward. Your gaze is going to be at that left thumb. Sink into the front knee and then pull your arrow back. You are aiming. You're aiming into your intention that you are setting. Option for long, deep breaths or breath of fire. So it's in and out through the nose, pumps with the belly here. You are activating what you want in your life, what you would like to embody. And see if you can see that visualization even with your eyes open. And since we're doing it as a community, it's even more powerful. So allow yourself to experience this even if it feels like there is resistance there and like it is hard. Of course, let yourself rest if it is too much. You're still in it. Good. Keep going. Seeing yourself embody what it is that you would like to bring in. And we have 10 more seconds. You've got this. Staring at this front thumb, keeping your focus. Good. Almost there. All right. Inhale. Sink into that front knee. Pull back with the right arm. Hold the breath in, locking in this energy. Exhale. Release. Take a moment. And as you feel ready, I'm going to take one or a few steps forward, meeting at the front of the mat once again. And this time, let's place one hand on the heart and one on the core, one on the belly. Breathing soft and slow. Noticing how your energy has shifted since you first began practice. Noticing if you might have a little more clarity or space or any quality in your mind, body, and breath that you didn't have before. And then gently releasing your hands. Now we move into the rest of the slower part of our practice. Blinking the eyes open if they're not already. Then slowly this time, reach the arms up. Yeah, if you need to stagger doing that for yourself. Feeling this light around you that some yogis call your aura, your auric field. Little bend in the knees, let your arms spread wide as you dive into this gentle forward fold. Coming all the way down. On your inhale, slowly come up halfway. Moving slowly and mindfully, allowing yourself to move slow. Exhale, forward. Nice. And from here, we're actually just going to come to sit. So you can come to your shins if that feels good. And then just allow yourself to sit. Bringing the soles of your feet to the earth, knees face up. And we're just going to start with those windshield wipers from side to side. So just massaging out those hips, coming into some gentle twisting. Just noticing, once again, how anything might have shifted within your practice today. Just feeling the opening. Good. And then once you feel complete with that second side that you're on, come back to center. We're going to come into a seated figure 4 today. If you have any wrist issues or your wrists are talking to you right now, you can do this lying down as well. We're going to try something a little different. So you're going to bring that right ankle above the left knee. And you can always help that ankle out to come a little bit higher too. And then, to get more of an effect, you walk that left leg closer. To get less, walk it away. Yeah, choosing what to do. Then you can always play with resisting that right knee away from you, but just finding your sweet spot and then reaching your heart forward. Next level here. Deep breath in, full breath out. Honoring this hip opening, letting yourself sit with it for a moment. And this right foot is flexed right here, even if it's just a little bit, and that's to keep the knee in alignment. It doesn't have to be full. If you want to relax a little, that's okay. There's some energy there though. Okay, from here, we're going to start to keep the formation with your legs. So we're going to start that windshield wiper motion once again. Just notice how that feels in this posture. And if you're holding another variation of a hip opener, enjoy and breathe deeply. Okay, next time you come over to the left, what I want you to do is allow that right foot to come all the way down, and then we'll be in a twist. I'm having some trouble with my right hip right now, so I can't fully do it, but you're going to let that right knee fall down here. Just going to let it fall, and you're staying relatively in the variation. Yeah, good. Okay, I can do it a little bit. And then if you'd like, you can also gaze over that shoulder. Breathing deeply there. One more deep full breath. And then no matter where you are, bring yourself back to the center in that figure four. And then release the right foot. Let's come off our wrists for a moment actually. So extend your legs out in front of you and just circle around here. This is great for anyone who uses their hands a lot, which is basically everyone. Tuck those thumbs in actually and try that. Wrapping your fingers around them, and then switch directions, but especially if you're using your hands a lot. Repetitive movement on our phones, musicians, all the things. Good, and then just shake out your hands here. Let's move to the second side. So you're going to bring the soles of your feet up, and then let's bring that left ankle above the right knee. Each side is so different. So your fingers can be facing all the way back. I like to bring them out to the side just because my wrists can get a little tender sometimes. But we're just going to hold in a still place first. Reminder, if you'd like more in this hip opener, you walk that right foot closer to you and pull that knee away. If you'd like less, you just move it to the front of your mat. Hold here, breathe deeply. Just let that left knee open. This is actually a good straightener for your wrist too, as long as it feels good, feels safe. Let's take one more in this posture. And then from here, you're going to start to windshield wiper in your figure four position. So just noticing that, noticing the twist, the difference between the sides, and then next time you come to the right, just allow that left foot to release down, and then you allow for an opening, so just dropping resistance. You might get a little stretch in your right hip. It just allows. This might feel like a big twist for you, it might not. Just trust that it is definitely doing something. Breathing deeper. Slow, soft breaths. A couple more here. And last one. On your next inhale, gently bring this formation formation back to the center, and release the left foot. And let's come all the way down to lie down on our backs. So hugging the knees in, gently rocking from side to side. And now I invite you to do any final postures that might feel good. But eventually make your way into Shavasana, lying down on your back. Really taking the time to make yourself comfortable. And let your palms rest open if that feels good. Letting yourself settle in. And in this Shavasana, just allow the music to wash over you. And we'll take a little bit to just allow everything that you've done today to integrate throughout your body, your mind. Taking some time to deeply, deeply rest. Gently starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Deepening the breath, feeling the rise and fall of your belly and chest. Rocking the head from side to side. Making small movements in the body. Bring yourself back into the space. And then as you feel ready, you can hug your knees into your chest. together at the top of your mat. And we'll close together. And as you find your seat, I invite you to place one hand on top of your heart and the other hand on top of that heart. And let this be a mudra of deep self-compassion, sealing in the benefits of your practice today. Let yourself feel that love. And then, opening up your palms, fingers extend outward. I invite you to think about a person or persons in your life that need a little extra love right now. Perhaps they are going through a hard time. Send them comfort, relief, and all the benefits of our practice, sending it outward through your fingertips. And then bringing your palms together in front of your chest, prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Let's close together with one round of Om. Joining or just listening if that feels better. Deep breath in. Softly blinking the eyes open, and the light in me honors the light in all of me. Namaste. And thank you so much to Glenn for providing the